money-grabbing large restaurant corporation.
Hi, I'm Mike from Borealis Grill and Bar. I'm a restaurant owner who places a high priority on sustainable practices.
I source my beef from Alberta. I get your beef cheap. I keep prices cheap. And we treat our farmers the same way we treat our cats. Cost effective.
That sounds kind of rough. All our cows are 100% grass-fed. They're on open-range farms, and we keep a close relationship with all our farmers who are local.
Well, what's the point? You're taking away from your bottom line, and who in the world cares?
I care, and I believe all my customers care as well.
You got beef?
And that's the problem. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Polaris Consulting Group, and our objective is to quantify carbon footprints of restaurants in order to communicate the value of sustainable practices to the everyday consumer. My name is Emily, and my team members are Michael, Matthew, Jonathan, and Bella.
Now the problem is, restaurant owners are overwhelmed by the sustainability movement. Restaurants such as Borealis Grill and Bar have numerous sustainable operations and sourcing practices in place, but it's not being accurately measured or communicated to its customers. As such, customers don't fully understand the investment required in order to run a restaurant in a sustainable manner, and they don't fully understand that there may be a premium price associated with locally sourced food products, such as local beef. As such, we Polaris Consulting have been tasked to help Borealis measure their operational footprint as well as the life cycle of its beef. This will allow us to identify further carbon reduction opportunities, as well as leverage our findings in order to communicate and educate Borealis' customer base.
So now that you know what the problem is, what are we doing to solve it, and how? Well, our solution consists of 3 steps, ladies and gentlemen. The first step is we want to quantify the fixed and variable elements of Borealis that produce these carbon emissions. And so how? So we're doing this through the data collection and analysis of restaurant operations, of environmental industry guidelines, as well as the life cycle assessment of beef, which brings me to step number 2, which is after we've done all this data analysis, we want to conduct a baseline assessment of Borealis' carbon footprint. And this will be done through our custom carbon tool, a life cycle assessment analysis, as well as Sustainable Waterloo's carbon tool. Now, lastly, for step 3, we will be providing recommendations for Borealis to reduce their footprint, and their carbon footprint, sorry, and 2, to basically communicate the importance of sustainability practices to their customers and stakeholders. And this will be accomplished through the insights we have received during our literature review and through our final written report.
So why are we doing this? We want to establish a carbon footprint in order to identify areas of improvement for the Borealis operations. We also want to use this as a tool to benchmark our performance, of Borealis' performance against similar sized restaurants, and really communicate that Borealis is a leader in the industry as a sustainable restaurant. Thirdly, we want to communicate the importance of reducing your carbon footprint to the employees and as well as the consumer. And to answer the so what question, in the grand scheme of things, we want to aim this to support the sustainable food movement. We really want to inform consumers so they can make educated decisions on where they're spending their money and how they can leverage their buying power to support greener supply chains.
So now that you know what we've done and why we're doing it, so what have we actually done? So we're currently in the process of making a list of recommendations that will help Borealis reduce carbon footprint and communicate the importance to their customers. As well, we've developed a custom methodology that helps us calculate the carbon emissions of Borealis more accurate than any other publicly available tool. And lastly, this January, we'll be paying a visit to U Ranch. That's basically the farm where our restaurant gets their beef from. And we're going there to get a better understanding of the carbon factors associated with beef production.
So our key takeaway is that we want customers to understand why they may want to pay a premium for their dining experience. We want customers to understand that they can leverage their purchasing power in order to support locally sourced food products and restaurants that operate in a sustainable manner. Thank you.
Thank you.